Y'all want to recap one of Tyler Perry's best? It's got a lot of trifling heifers. Dr. Patricia Agnew is a psychologist who is famous for her book, Why Did I Get Married? She's also famous for her Whipple exposure. Her book is nominated for the Psychology Digest Award. The book is about the study she made after observing her friends with their consent. They have known each other since college days. Each year, 4 couples go on a vacation for 7 days anywhere in the world and reinforce the reasons why they got married. The first couple is Diane and Terry. They are married with a child, Kenya. Diane is a lawyer and Terry is a pediatrician. Terry thinks Diane needs to set her priorities straight. She's always busy at work, and they barely spend time together. As a workaholic, Diane just can't ignore any phone calls. The second couple is Sheila and Mike. For their latest vacation, Sheila has decided to take her friend, Trina, with them. However, on the plane, a staff member tells Sheila that because she's big-backed, she has to buy 2 seats according to the airline's policy. Instead of supporting Sheila, Mike mocks her and is grateful someone called out how big she is. Trina offers her seat and is willing to stay behind. However, Mike hands Sheila some cash for gas so she can drive herself to their destination, and the plane can just use Mike's bald head as a landing strip. The third couple is Angela and Marcus. Marcus is having a hard time staying in a job.
He's dusty, crusty, and probably musty.
Angela has started her own hair business. Angela is always loud and confrontational and complains about Marcus's baby mama, Keisha. Angela has never liked Keisha, and Marcus has always felt embarrassed every time Angela starts a fight in public. After the lecture at the university, Patricia and Gavin will leave together to meet their friends. Sheriff Troy welcomes Diane and Terry at the cabin. His parents used to live in that house. Diane is so tired, she falls asleep right away. So, Terry tells Monica, Diane's assistant, not to call for the entire week while they're on vacation so that he can finally get some. When Marcus and Angela arrive, they are already fighting, and Angela shares how it's because of Marcus's baby mama. Meanwhile, Marcus asks Terry to give him a shot for his STD. Terry already knows what Marcus is saying, so he advises him to tell Angela about it. Marcus got it from another woman. Woman? Marcus looks like a fruit roll-up. He doesn't know if he accidentally gave it to his wife. Somewhere, Sheila has driven for hours and now she has lost her way. She's determined to reach the cabin, thinking it's a way to fix her marriage. When Mike arrives without Sheila, everyone is shocked. Not only did Mike choose to stay with their friend Trina, but he also made Sheila drive all the way up the mountain. Diane, Angela, and Patricia are all pissed. They can't believe that Mike even has the audacity to make fun of his wife's weight. Seeing how Trina is young, single, and probably trifling, all 3 women are watching her. Later, they learn that Patricia's book has won the award, and she wants them all in D.C. for the awards night. While everyone is congratulating her, Angela points out that it would be nice if Marcus had a stable job. Everyone knows it's a below-the-belt remark, and Patricia encourages the 2 to remember the training they had from the previous vacations. On the side, they notice Trina and Mike flirting. Trina refuses to join the ladies, saying she's not for the kitchen, but there's no way Angela is letting the gardening tool out of her sight. With the women gone, the men start to question if Mike is breaking Trina's back, but Mike refuses to answer. However, he believes that if a man is not getting any from his wife, then he should get it from another. Gavin and Terry have never cheated on their partners, though sometimes sleeping with another woman crosses their minds. Because they haven't cheated, Mike calls them a homosexual, which he ain't wrong about Tyler Perry. By the time Sheila gets to Pemberton, it's already late. Sheriff Troy prevents her from going up the mountains because of the snowstorm, so Sheila has to sleep in one of the cells. Sheriff Troy offers her some chili and she happily accepts. Miss Sheila girl, you better get that foine sheriff to arrest you. Back at the cabin, Marcus is shirtless and he is foine. Why is it always the dusty men? He avoids sleeping with Angela, saying he has a headache, but Angela just wants to give him head. In the next room, Diane refuses to sleep with Terry. Terry hasn't been getting any in 3 months, and he badly wants to have a son to continue his lavender marriage. But Gavin and Patricia are different because they are busy cuddling in their room, Patricia looking like a black Michael Jackson. To Angela's surprise, she sees Mike sneak into Trina's room. Angela tells her friends what she saw last night. As soon as Trina walks in and eats Angela's food, Trina tells Angela she belongs in the kitchen. So Angela confronts Trina for being a hoe. But then Sheila arrives with the sheriff. She introduces Sheriff Troy to Trina, saying that he's divorced and single. Mike continues to make digs at Sheila's weight and Angela defends her. Then Diane receives a phone call from Monica. She finds out that Terry prevented her secretary from calling. She confronts Terry, but he doesn't feel sorry for what he did. When Patricia discusses the problem with Diane, Diane explains that she has a career and no time for another child. Meanwhile, Sheila convinces her friends that she just has to lose weight and her husband will love her. They all try to advise Sheila not to look down on herself, but Sheila strongly believes that she is the problem. Angela wants to tell the truth about Trina, but Diane and Patricia stop her. They don't know how Sheila will react to it. Then Trina offers Sheila lingerie her size. Angela is about to throw hands. Surprisingly, Sheila defends Trina. That night, Sheila wears the lingerie for Mike, but Mike laughs at her and calls her a cow. Sheila, embarrassed, says she loves him so much and wants their marriage to work. But Mike thinks she should lose 50 pounds first. The amount of disrespect when Mike looks like that. In the other room, Terry and Diane are at it again. Terry thinks that Diane fights with him every night so they don't have to have sex. After taking the gonorrhea shot, Terry says that Marcus is clean. He tells him to tell Angela about the shot he took, but Mike's advice is different. So Gavin butts in and tells them the 80-20 rule. He says that everyone only gets 80% in marriage. Some people get tempted to leave a marriage when they see someone offering the 20%, not knowing that they'll be leaving the 80% behind. During dinner, Sheila says that Sheriff Troy's parents were married for 45 years. The conversation takes a quick turn when Mike voices out his disagreement with the sheriff and Trina going out together. Angela refuses to drop the argument and demands an explanation. Then Angela just reveals that Mike is sleeping with Trina. Sheila is heartbroken. Feeling embarrassed, Mike reveals all the secrets he knows about his friends. He starts off by saying that Terry got a DNA test for their daughter Kenya to be sure that she is his. Then Mike says Diane has tied off her tubes so she won't carry a child again. This she kept from Terry. Mike also reveals that Gavin told him how stupid Patricia was for not ensuring the baby seat was attached, which resulted in their child dying. Then he says Marcus got a shot because he had an STD. Marcus thinks he got it from his baby mama Keisha. Instead of being angry, Angela says that Marcus got it from her because she got it from a guy named Walter when she slept with him. Marcus snaps and grabs his wife. They manage to break the fight off, but everyone agrees it's time to end the vacation early. Mike reveals he wants a divorce, and he offers to let Sheila keep the rental house and the car. Sheila is so angry she breaks a bottle on his Buddha head. Later, she tells Sheriff Troy that she only has $87 left because Mike has emptied her bank account. She doesn't know what to do with her life because she has always lived for Mike. Atop a mountain, Sheriff Troy consoles Sheila and says it's time for her to have a new start. Your new start is right there, girl. And he is fine. Back at their home, Gavin finally convinces Patricia to talk about their son, Noah. Patricia has always blamed herself for the boy's death, for not securing his seat, but Gavin assures her that she doesn't have to carry that guilt. For the first time since Noah's death, the couple talk about their son. One day, Keisha shows up at Angela's shop looking for Marcus. They get on each other's nerves, and Marcus has a hard time dealing with both of them. When Angela calls her friends to tell them what's up, they learn that Sheila is now working at the general store of Sheriff Troy's father. Slowly, Sheila realizes that she's attracted to the sheriff, looking at his assets. He's always been good to her, and now he's asking her out on a date. Meanwhile, Marcus finally reaches his limit. He warns Angela that if she doesn't stop the fights, he's going to leave her for good. He has always stayed with her because of love and even used his money to help her start her business. But Angela has always looked down on him. He also tells Keisha to respect Angela, reminding her that they talk only for the sake of the kids. But Marcus is so pissed, he refuses to go home with Angela that day. It so happens that it's Terry's birthday, and Diane has forgotten about it. The day is ending already by the time she gets home. Pam, a friend, has been nice enough to spend the day with Terry, but Diane accuses the two of making cream pies. Terry gets angry, saying that it was Pam who acted like a mother to Kenya when Diane was too busy to care. He hates that he always has to beg Diane for some attention. But Diane assumes that Terry envies her. When the phone rings, Terry snaps and throws it against the wall. Then he declares that he's moving out. Sheila has started working out with Sheriff Troy, and every time she looks down on herself, he gets angry. Sheila thinks she should start avoiding him because she's already getting attached. But Sheriff Troy has confessed he's already fallen. Then he leans in for a kiss. Electric pulses crawl down and hit her coochie. Patricia finds out that Terry has moved out and that Marcus stood up against Angela. She advises her friends to list down the good and bad things their husbands have done and try to weigh them. The boys also head out to talk about their wives. Mike reveals that Trina doesn't know how to cook or clean, only shops. Everyone knows he's missing Sheila, but it's too late now because he's trifling. After talking to Patricia, Angela has started treating Marcus kindly and even cooks for him. Marcus is so surprised he assumes Angela is trying to kill him, but Angela reveals that she was in the wrong and they both agree to work on their relationship. As for Diane, she apologizes to Terry for lying to him. She promises to do anything to get him back, and Terry gladly accepts the explanation and kisses his wife. A few months later at the awards night, Mike arrives with Trina. Trina is surprised to find Sheila looking fine and more confident. Instead of getting angry, Sheila wishes Trina well. Mike is shocked to learn that Sheriff Troy and Sheila are now married. Even the girls are overjoyed to see Sheila after a long time. Troy is head over heels in love, and somehow Mike can't help but miss his ex-wife. Mike wonders if Sheila got a gastric bypass, but Troy says they work out together and love each other. Sheila admits to her friends that she was devastated her ex-husband didn't love and like her, but now she feels so blessed having her new husband in her life. Sheila brags about how loving, kind, and supportive he is, and all her 3 friends cry in happiness for her. While Patricia is giving her speech on stage, talking about how grateful she is for the award, Mike is busy apologizing to Sheila, but Sheila forgave him a long time ago. She is happy now and no longer cares about what Mike has to say. She knows about the 80-20 rule and is sure that she was Mike's 80. At the end of her teary speech, Patricia declares her love for her husband, Gavin. Together, all of them celebrate the success of the book, which was made possible by their dedication to each other. Honestly, what a great ending. Sheila was the star of the film for me. I'm glad the film included a marriage that didn't work out, but ultimately it was better for both of them in the end. What did you guys think of this one?
Hey, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe now and turn on the notification because YouTube isn't recommending my videos. And if you'd like to watch more foolishness, click here or here.